This campaign, No Words at All. The story is about three half siblings that are seeking justice for the murder of their father as justice eludes them. The story follows a daughter of the slain father, and she go through a lot of trials and tribulations while she seeks justice. She follows the path of one of her brothers. One of her brother goes into law enforcement as her other brother goes astray. And as she go down a path of seeking justice, as they try to seek justice, she takes on a path of her own. And like I said, she follows the path of one of her brothers, and it just shows that the effects of racism and the reoccurring path, reoccurring circumstances in the lives of people who deal with racial issues on a day-to-day basis. The story is compelling, and it touched a lot of issues of what's going on today. And the story is to open your mind. It's not going to make change. I don't believe it would make any type of change, but it will open your mind. Now, like I said, I'm a filmmaker. I've been in entertainment business doing background work, extra work, as you want to call it, or I did a lot of production assistant work, and I've been around a lot of directors and numerous directors, and I've been on numerous sets, TV shows, movies, music videos, commercials, you name it. I was there, learning, and learning. I just want to get this movie done. We're in the second week, in the second stage of this campaign, and we're seeking your pledge to get this movie done. Now, you saying, it's another one of those black movies. It's another one of those movies. Can you just get over it? It's not one of those movies that will beat your head down with history. Although history of being a person of color is dark, yes it is. And it doesn't glorify nothing that's going on. This is a period piece that starts from the 60s, that showed the injustice in the 60s, that's dealing with the family. And it moves into the 70s, into the 80s, into the 90s, into a current time, following the journey of these three siblings. It's just like I said, it just has to be done. It's an emotional roller coaster. It will leave you with your mind saying, wow, that's how it affects certain people. It couldn't affect me that way. You know, racism is rough. We deal with it day in and day out. People of color, well, all types of people, walks of life. So I encourage you to check out this campaign, tell a friend, and help us get this out there. I wrote this script in 2014 after Mike Brown was killed in Ferguson, Missouri. And I felt compelled to write this story. I wrote the first draft in 2014. I was all in it, put a lot of energy behind it. And then I put it in the back burner. Not giving up, I just put it in the back burner. I don't want to put it in the back burner again. I took it out of the back burner after my son got killed. My son got killed last August 2015. It just gave me the fuel to push this more, to do this. I really need to get this movie done. And to pay homage to my son and to those who lost lives to unjust acts. The story is a powerful story. There's nothing more I can say about it. You're just like, well, what is what am I take away from this? You would take away from this movie that if you are subjected to racism, this can affect you this type of way, or you will seek justice for whatever that may have happened in your life that's had to do with injustice. Or just make you say, wow, that's kind of jacked up what that family went through. Or you'd be like, oh man, this is an interesting story. And if I am racist, I need to not be racist to somebody. That's probably creating a seed of change. I have some people attached to this already. I have Melinda Santiago. She gave us our verbal commit. This is a verbal commit to being a part of this project. I spoke to a good friend of mine who worked on Wanted with me. Her name is DeSoul Willis. She has a lot of insight. She's been in the business for a long time. She's a legend in Chicago, and she wants to be a part of this as well. It takes money for them to do their job, to do the job well, to get this movie out there, and that's why I need you to come in to help with that, with the pledge to get this movie out there. I'm talking to Rodney Perry right now. He's a outstanding comedian and actor. I want him to be a part of this. We're looking for Don Cheadle, an actor, to play the lead actor in this. I want to look for Robert De Niro to play in this as well. Jake Gyllenhaal, I would like to have him to be in this as well. You know, but that takes money, it takes time, and I know it's 2 weeks, and we're in the second stage of this, and I need your help. We need your pledge. What would you give for your pledge? There's various rewards you can get for your pledge. You get rewards ranging from you get live streaming of all the activities that are going on during pre-production, production, and post-production. You would get first see perks. Once the movie's done, you get to see it before everybody else. You get to come on set. Travel and lodging is not included, but you can come on set. You can have dinner with me and the cast. You get autographed picture. You get a personalized message on my podcast and on all of the social media. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you can get. If you have a brand, we can product placement you in the movie, and as well as put you throughout the entire process of this, the flyers, paraphernalia, red carpet, all that stuff. So there's a lot of good things. You just go to the campaign, Kickstarter.com, look at the rewards, make your pledge. You know, I want to do this movie, and you know, it's just something that I feel with my directorial debut, with my experience, I will make a great, compelling story for you all. And I will thank you for your time, because this will be a dream come true for me. It'd be a dream come true for the team. Thank you for your time, everybody. And see you all at the movies. Dino Wells. Thank you for your pledge.